Women have inherited an astonishing number of beliefs about what makes us good with money, or bad with money, or selfish with money, or successful with money, or worthy of having more of it. But inherited does not mean permanent. Hi, I'm Kendall, and in this episode, we're challenging 5 more inherited money rules about savings and debt and putting everyone else first financially, and why women have been taught to keep money private. Because I believe that making your own money deserves to come with making your own money rules. So let's dive in.
Welcome to the Money Coach School podcast. To really excel at coaching women, you have to be skilled, confident, and even fearless at money coaching. If you're passionate about women holding genuine money power and love supporting women entrepreneurs, then this is the show for you. Now here's your host, money feminist Kendall Summerhawk.
Hello, woman entrepreneur, and welcome back to the podcast. Women have inherited a staggering number of rules about money. Rules about how much we're supposed to want, how much we're allowed to earn, what makes us selfish, what makes us good, what we're supposed to do with money once we have it. And you know what? It's time women stopped inheriting money rules and started deciding for themselves what they believe about money. And that includes you, my beautiful soul. So this is part 2. And in part 1, I challenged 5 inherited money rules that have been influencing women for generations. And today I'm back with 5 more. Now, if you missed part 1, definitely go listen to it. It's episode number 147. It's called 5 Inherited Money Rules Every Woman Entrepreneur Should Question. And in it, we challenged everything from don't out-earn your partner to don't want too much. And today we're going after a completely different set of rules. And by the way, I'll link to that past episode 147 in the show notes. So we're going after a different set of money rules today, like should you save whatever is left at the end of the month? Should everyone else come first financially? Does having debt mean you've done something wrong? Is talking openly about money impolite? Does saving money mean giving something up? Now, these rules sound familiar because women have heard them for generations. But you know what? Making your own money, it deserves to come with you making your own money rules. And I want you, as a woman entrepreneur, choosing those rules deliberately and intentionally. So as you listen to this episode, keep this question in mind. Whose rule is this? And then decide whether it deserves any influence over the financial future that you are creating. All right, so before we dive in, have you joined me on my new Substack, Feminine Money Mastery? Substack is where I spill secrets on women entrepreneurs, money, and what women are capable of creating financially. Because women were never taught how to create safety and stability and wealth. And Feminine Money Mastery, yeah, that's where that changes. So you can go to kendallsubstack.com to subscribe and be part of this money movement. And I will also link to it in the show notes. And again, that's kendallsubstack.com. All right, so let's dive in here. Let's start with a rule that has kept savings sitting at the bottom of women's financial priorities for way too long. Now, we're picking up where we left off in episode 147. So this is inherited rule number 6. Save what's left over. And that's the inherited rule. It's not the rule you want to end up with. So save what's left over. Yeah, I get it. It sounds like perfectly sensible advice. Pay the bills, take care of everything else that needs to be paid, spend what you need to spend, and then save whatever remains. Except there's one glaring problem with that strategy. Savings gets whatever anyone and everyone else didn't use up first. And I want you to think about what that means for just a moment. You could earn $100,000 a year, $250,000, even $500,000, and still reach the end of the year wondering why your savings does not have much to show given the amount of money that you made. Higher income does not automatically create savings. Prioritizing savings does. And I want you to stop treating savings like you're the lucky recipient of whatever survives the month. Savings is cash accumulating. It's future choices being funded right now. And it's one of the ways your business ultimately creates financial independence for you. So here's your new money rule. Savings deserves a place in your money plan from the very beginning. You want to decide what you want to save and give that number a place alongside the other priorities that your money supports. Let savings become something your income is expected to create. because savings deserves far more than whatever happens to be left over. All right, inherited rule number 7. A good woman puts everyone else first financially. We get it. We women are extraordinarily good at making sure everyone else is taken care of. Maybe you have children, partners, parents, employees, clients, family, just name all the people in your immediate orbit. We can find money for the people we love with astonishing speed. But when it comes to putting money toward our own future, suddenly the decision can feel very different. There's an inherited expectation underneath this that runs very, very deep. And it is this, that a good woman takes care of everyone else first. And financially, that can become incredibly expensive because your future needs funding too. Your savings, your retirement, your financial independence, these all matter. You, as a woman entrepreneur, are allowed to create significant financial security for yourself while also taking care of the people you love. Those two things were never meant to compete. So here's your new money rule. Your financial future is a priority. And I want you to be able to look at the money your business creates and see yourself represented in where it goes. Your future deserves funding. Your dreams deserve funding. Your financial independence deserves funding. Taking care of yourself financially isn't something you do after everyone else has received their share. Your name belongs on the list. And I believe it belongs at the top of the list. All right, inherited money rule number 8. Debt means you've done something wrong. Though we know that there are few things that carry as much unnecessary moral judgment as debt. A woman can look at a credit card balance or a business loan or money she owes and somehow turn that number into a verdict about herself. Saying things to yourself like, I should have known better, I shouldn't have spent that, I should be further along by now. And then suddenly, debt isn't simply something she owes. It becomes evidence that she made bad decisions with money. And that is an incredibly punishing way to relate to debt. I did a whole episode called Debt is Not a Dirty Word. It's episode number 140, and I'll link to it in the show notes. And if you're someone who carries debt, I highly recommend listening to it right after this episode. Debt is a financial circumstance. It can come from investing in your business. It can come from starting over. I know when I got divorced the first time, I had a pile of debt because I bought my first husband. I bought him out of the house that I was living in. So, it can definitely come from starting over. It can come from navigating an unexpected expense or making a decision that didn't produce the result that you anticipated or simply spending more than you had available. It happens. Some debt decisions will be brilliant decisions. Some will be expensive lessons. Neither one gets to determine who you are. The question that matters now is, how do you want to steward it? How do you want to steward that debt? Because shame has never paid off a credit card balance. Stewardship will. So here's your new money rule. Debt is something you steward, not something that defines you. You can look directly at the balance, create a plan, pay it down, and make different decisions going forward. And you can do all of that while continuing to earn more, save more, and grow your business and create financial independence. Debt does not get to put your financial power on hold. All right, inherited money rule number 9. Talking about money is impolite. So women have been taught to keep money private, to keep it secret. Don't ask what someone earns. Don't say what you earn. Don't talk about what you charge. Don't mention how much you have saved. And definitely don't say how much money that you want. And all of that silence, my beautiful soul, has a staggering cost to it. Because when women don't talk about money, we don't get to learn from one another. We don't hear what another woman negotiated. We don't know what someone else is charging. We don't know how she created her first $100,000 in savings. We don't get to ask how she recovered from debt or increased her profit or started creating financial independence. And meanwhile, money remains mysterious when it should be something women become increasingly knowledgeable and powerful about. So I want you to imagine what becomes possible when women talk openly about money without apology. We evaluate pricing. We celebrate profit. We share savings milestones. We talk about earning more. We ask each other better questions. And we make money something women are allowed to be ambitious about. So here's your new money rule. Women get to talk about money. Your income does not need to be a secret. Your ambition does not need to be disguised. And your savings does not need to be minimized. The more women talk about money, the more knowledge and possibility we put into each other's hands. All right, last one for today. Inherited rule number 10. Saving money means giving something up. This rule has made saving sound absolutely miserable. Save money and you have to sacrifice. Save money and you can't have what you want. Save money and life becomes a long list of things you're supposed to deny yourself. Well, no wonder saving can feel like punishment. I want to completely rewrite what saving means. Now, I'm a saver. I'm a ruler in my money archetypes. I'm ruler, maverick, and accumulator. And so that accumulator runs pretty strong. I love saving money. I think saving is sexy because every dollar you save is also something that you gain. You gain choices. You gain the ability to make a decision without wondering whether you can afford it. You gain the ability to weather a slower month without panic. You gain the ability to invest in an opportunity because the cash is there. And you gain what truly is the breathtaking experience of looking at $10,000, $50,000, $100,000, or $1 million in savings and knowing I created that. It feels extraordinary. Now, savings isn't a monument to everything you didn't buy. It's evidence of everything you're creating. So here's your new money rule. Savings is accumulation, not deprivation. I want you to experience the pleasure of watching your savings grow, to see cash accumulating because you decided that that's what was going to happen, to know that every dollar you keep expands what becomes possible next. Saving money is not about creating a smaller life, not at all. It's one of the ways you fund a much bigger one. All right, so to wrap up here, today we challenged 5 more inherited money rules. Instead of save what's left over, your new rule is savings deserves a place in your money plan from the very beginning. Instead of a good woman puts everyone else first financially, your new rule is my financial future is a priority. Instead of debt means you've done something wrong, your new rule is debt is something I steward, not something that defines me. And instead of talking about money as impolite, your new rule is women get to talk about money. Instead of saving money means giving something up, your new rule is savings is accumulation, not deprivation. 10 inherited money rules challenged across these 2 episodes. And I promise you, we could keep going. So who knows, maybe I'll do a part 3. Because women have inherited an astonishing number of beliefs about what makes us good with money, bad with money, selfish with money, successful with money, or worthy of having more of it. But this is the big takeaway here I want you to have. Inherited does not mean permanent. You get to decide the money rules you live by right now. And so I want you to leave with these 3 last questions. Which of the 5 inherited money rules have you been living by without realizing it? And what has that rule been costing you financially? And then the last question is, what becomes possible when you replace it with a rule that supports the financial future that you want to create? You as a woman entrepreneur have an extraordinary opportunity. You're creating your own income. You're creating your own business, and you get to create your own rules for what happens with the money that your business produces. That, my beautiful soul, is money power. And that is how women create financial independence on their own terms. So creating your own money rules absolutely is powerful. And you know what? So is being able to see exactly where your business can create more income and more profit. And that's where my Money Up Level Private Intensive comes in. I bring my expert eyes to your business to pinpoint the pricing opportunities because, trust me, they're there, the income opportunities, the expense edits, the money leaks, and the bankable beliefs that have the greatest potential to increase your income and profit. The money is in your business. Let's go find it. And you can check that out at kendallsummerhawk.com/money up level. All together, no spaces. kendallsummerhawk.com/money up level. I will also link to it here in the show notes. All right, you beautiful woman, you. I love you so much. And thank you so much for being here with me. And I will see you in our next episode. Thanks for listening to The Money Coach. If this episode sparked a new way to think about money, be sure to follow the show so you never miss an episode. And if you found it valuable, I would be so grateful if you'd leave a 5-star review. Every review helps more women entrepreneurs and the coaches who serve them discover the podcast. Until next time, remember this: entrepreneurship is the opportunity. Your relationship with money determines what that opportunity becomes.